The C exams in Trinidad and Tobago, a call for change in education.
The Secondary Entrance Assessment C examinations in Trinidad and Tobago are a pivotal moment in the lives of thousands of young students. This standardized test determines their future educational path, placing immense pressure on young shoulders. While the intention behind C is to ensure quality education, it is time to reevaluate the system and address the issues that have persisted for far too long.
One of the most pressing concerns is the extraordinary pressure that C places on children from a young age. Students are inundated with the notion that their performance on this single test will determine their future success. The intense competition and societal expectations have led to a high-stress environment that can have adverse effects on the mental health of these young individuals. It is crucial that we remember that children should not bear the brunt of an education system's shortcomings.
Moreover, it's disheartening to note that many of the schools in Trinidad and Tobago are outdated and in dire need of renovation and modernization. These institutions should be places of inspiration, innovation, and safety for our children. Instead, many students are learning in subpar environments that hinder their educational experience.
Perhaps one of the most pressing challenges faced by students after the C exams is the transportation issue. Many students are sent to secondary schools that are far from their homes, often necessitating long and costly commutes. This places a heavy financial burden on parents who may not have the means to afford transportation fees. This added stressor not only affects students, but also their families, creating a cycle of hardship and frustration.
The issue of transportation to secondary schools must be addressed with urgency. Government subsidies or affordable transportation options should be made available to alleviate the financial burden on parents. Outdated schools and transportation challenges only compound their stress. It is high time for the government, educators, and the community to come together and prioritize the well-being and future of these young minds.
Morning. So this morning we outside the Cedros Composite School. This morning we outside the Cedros Composite School because we've been getting reports from parents, and these reports, as you wouldn't want to believe it, have been going back up to 10 years now, where up to this morning we saw students reaching here after 10 in the morning and reaching home 6 and 8 o'clock in the night. The problem is that this school only has a population of 400 students, whereas they only have 4 maxis that reach down here between the hours of 4:30 to 5 o'clock to pick up 100 students. So you have 400 students on a daily basis not being able to get on that school bus transport service, and that is having a lot of problems. You have parents saying that they reaching home, or they want to leave work, or they want to leave to go to work, and the children not reaching home. We have parents on a daily basis saying that their children not reaching home before 6. Most children having to reach home after 8. You have a lot of times the PTSC school bus comes to Cedros, and that is how children get out of here. Children are telling you that if they see 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock and they didn't get transport at that time, they know it's time to start walking. It takes them about 2 hours to 3 hours to reach point 14. So on a daily basis, you have at least 300 children at this Cedros Composite School trying to get out of here with allocated transport for 100 children. So you have 300 children on a daily basis trying to walk or get out of Cedros. So on a morning now, you have children reaching the school 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock. So you can imagine the amount of children that don't come to class, slow in class, and then the amount of children that keep back those other children. You understand? The school is saying that they have been reporting this for the last 10, 15, 5, 20 years, right? You have 4 Form 1, a class of 4 Form 1 classes of 20 to 25 students each. So the present transport system can only accommodate the Form 1 students only. As soon as you reach in the Form 2, you come off, you find your way down by the junction, and hell or high water, you get yourself out of Cedros however you could. That is the situation we come to address this morning. So this morning, just like how members of the public would have been calling for the resignation of the Minister of Security, National Security, visualized, this morning we come here to call for the resignation of Ms. Gasby Dolly and the further resignation of Mr. Rowley. Because he would have hired her. She not doing her job. So we come this morning to call for Ms. Gasby Dolly resignation.
She was telling me that she see him running and she see him, doing other activities that he's capable enough to access a car on the outside. And I'm telling her, because of his school bag, the bag is easily pulled and he's easily off balance, whereby he could end up in a drain.
Yeah, but we saw children coming to school at 10 o'clock this morning.
Well, yes, that's the norm.
Yeah, children told us that it's only the 4 months could get on the bus, which is 4 buses by 20 students per bus. That's 80 students. They have a student population of 400 people.
Right.
So this morning, that can't continue.
Yeah, they cannot.
And then
the bus is mainly for the library people.
Yeah.
No, it's one bus for library, man. It's only 25 children.
And that is mainly for the library people. She say,
So what about parents who live in Gonzalo and that?
Yes,
I met parents who said they're from Oropuch and Aripero.
Yeah, and she said that it was mainly for the library people.
Yeah. The parents understand
in the library,
Yes, in library. That was what she told us this morning.
The children must be understand if the school transport service is inadequate. The children must be understand.
They cut back because of COVID.
Yeah.
And any activists also, they should be referred where they could see they could initialize some conversation with PTS.
Because children telling me that children telling us that they have to reach the road here by 4 o'clock because after 5 they have no transport in Cedros. So you're looking about 300 trains stranded in Cedros here.
Yes. Look, some of them are reaching school here as of now.
Yes, I saw that. I saw children now reaching the school. I saw children now reaching the school.
So it is a norm every day. It is a norm every day. And morning is bacchanal, so look at the time. The first period already gone already, recess, they will not start the second period now for the day. And you're not coming to school, so you miss out, you're tired, you're drained, because maybe since 4 o'clock you're out the road trying to get something to reach here on time.
Yeah, a parent told me she just go to work. She's leave home at 4:30. That time she's son still in Cedros.
Okay.
She had to be calling him while she on the road to find out which part to reach. Because he reaching on 8 o'clock in the morning, in the night.
And because of that, on my job, I can't use my phone. So you will not get me until I finish my tour of duty. So this is where we are.
So what time you know if your son can reach home or if you reach home? Or when
I will only know that when I finish my, which is after 6. 6 to 6 is my tour of duty. 6 a.m., 6 p.m., 6 p.m., 6 a.m. next morning. That's my tour of duty.
No. This can't work. This morning, we're calling for the resignation of Ms. Gasby Dolly. Because this going on, as I understand, 20 years now.
Yes.
We have parents who were students here, and this going on since then. And Ms. Gasby Dolly knows about it. She's not doing her job. So just how parents and concerned citizens asking for the resignation of the Minister of Security, Fitzgerald Hines, we're asking for her resignation. We're also asking for the resignation of the Prime Minister because he hired 2 of them. So he's responsible.
Our son is disabled, and this thing can't continue. It really can't continue.
We have nothing
crime
in place.
rate, the murder rate, children missing.
Yes, a woman tell me the bus break down. She got out to walk from Bamboo to Mahika, and the child reached home at 8 o'clock in the night.
All right.
And parents are telling me that on a daily basis as a normal thing, where they see in the dark and the children not reaching home.
Right.
Because the buses, as I understand, go to Vesini School and PFC School first for 2:30 and reach down here after 4 and 5 in the evening. So there's at 2:30 in the evening, there's no buses here in front of the Cedros School.
No. So my son now can't even do evening classes on evening because of that. He cannot do extra activities. We have to do it on the weekend where now we're supposed to be rested, now he's drained. So there's no way, no room for development or for curricular activities.
So we want to hear Rowley's response to that as a proud black man for Independence Day. Let me hear how proud they feel about these poor black children down here and how they're feeling and what they're going through as a proud black man. We want to hear what you have to say about that.
This is ridiculous now. I never thought I would have been outside here as a concerned parent, voicing for my son in order for him to be protected in a school system. I saw it. I never thought my day would have come. I never thought. Understand? And I am telling now, because this now is a open sepulchre, I am now joined with other parents in this drive to have it addressed amicably.
Especially a child with a disability. Had to bounce up on the normal children.
Exactly.
All the children have disability because, as far as I understand it, the majority of students here are poor.
Yes.
So the majority of students, which is the 400 of them, can't afford a school bus service, but you only have spaces for 100 of them. How the other children just supposed to reach home? Or reach the school? I can imagine the absentee rate of the school and the failure rate.
Exactly. Exactly.
Very high.
So I want to know, Rowley, as a poor black man, how you think about that? That these poor black children going through?
Because normally the buses and the things to be outside in my era, now it has changed.
This is 20 years after.
20 years after.
And now they're still cutting costs and taking off the they used to have small maxis, they take off the small maxis.
Yeah, they don't have small maxis again.
Only the big maxi running and it's very few.